Cross-border data transfers in Europe. EU regulations on cross-border data transfers play a crucial role in governing the movement of personal and financial data within Europe. With the increasing digitalization of financial services and the global nature of data flows, it is important to understand the legal framework surrounding cross-border data transfers. In this tutorial, we will explore the European regulations that govern cross-border data transfers within the context of financial data spaces. Legal framework for cross-border data transfers. The General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, serves as the primary legislation governing data protection in the European Union. Under the GDPR, transfers of personal data outside the European Economic Area, EEA, are subject to specific conditions to ensure an adequate level of protection. Additionally, the e-Privacy Directive and the proposed e-Privacy Regulation also impact how electronic communications data can be transferred across borders. Adequacy decisions. The GDPR provides for the concept of adequacy decisions, which establish that a non-EA country, territory, or international organization ensures an adequate level of data protection. When a country receives an adequacy decision from the European Commission, personal data can be freely transferred from the EEA to that country without the need for additional safeguards. Standard contractual clauses, SCs. In situations where there is no adequacy decision for a specific country, CS can be used as a legal mechanism to ensure the protection of personal data during cross-border transfers. These are pre-approved contractual clauses that provide the necessary safeguards required under the GDPR. Organizations must incorporate the SCCS into their data processing agreements when transferring personal data outside the EEA. Binding corporate rules, BCRS. BCRS are internal privacy policies that multinational companies can adopt for transfers of personal data across their global organization. BCRS must be approved by the relevant data protection authorities in the EU member states from which the data is being transferred. Once approved, BCRS provide a lawful basis for companies to carry out cross-border data transfers. Derogations. The GDPR allows for specific derogations that permit the transfer of personal data outside the EEA, even without an adequacy decision, or the use of SCC or BCRS. These derogations include obtaining explicit consent from the data subjects, the necessity for the performance of a contract, the establishment, exercise, or defense of legal claims, protection of vital interests and public interest grounds. Additional safeguards. In certain cases, organizations may also implement additional safeguards to ensure an adequate level of data protection for cross-border transfers. These can include encrypting the data pseudonymization and ensuring the enforceability of data subject rights and effective legal remedies for data subjects. Regulatory oversight. The European Data Protection Board, EDPB, plays a crucial role in ensuring consistent application and interpretation of data protection laws across the EU. The EDPB provides guidance on cross-border data transfers and is responsible for approving codes of conduct and certifications that may facilitate data transfers. Brexit and data transfers. With the United Kingdom's withdrawal from the EU, additional considerations apply to cross-border data transfers involving the UK. The EU-UK Trade and Cooperation Agreement includes provisions on data protection, allowing for the continued free flow of personal data between the EU and the UK until a future adequacy decision is reached. In conclusion, understanding the regulations governing cross-border data transfers within Europe is essential for businesses operating in the financial sector. Compliance with the GDPR, the use of SCCS or BCRS, and awareness of additional safeguards ensure the protection of personal and financial data in cross-border transactions. Staying informed about updates and guidance from the EDPB and other relevant regulatory bodies is crucial to ensure ongoing compliance with European regulations in financial data spaces.